Hello students, hello. Good evening all of you. How are you? Very good. Join fast, come fast and let us start our new journey, new chapter, new things. Yes, okay, right now what we have discussed basic mathematics, that is basic differentiation, basic integration. Well, I think everyone know very well. Then after we have discussed about vector, basic concept of vector. Vector means the main part of vector is vector addition and vector subtraction. And now we are going to start a new part that is very important. What is that? 1D, one dimensional motion, very important part. That means today we are going to discuss displacement, distance, speed, velocity. These are the parts we are going to discuss. That means now we are going to start a chapter of the physics. Before that we were discussing about the basic physics, or you can say basic mathematics. So let us start. Yes, very good. The fire, the energy of you guys when I see really get motivating. Okay, let us start about what we are going to discuss today. I think you have basic idea about the vector now. And yesterday I have given you some tasks to solve the questions. I think you solved the questions of vector addition. Now today we are going to start how a body moves. So let us start very important topic. What is today's topic? See, have a look on this slide. What is given? Basically our branch. See, I think in first class I told you, basically in physics, in first year physics, the most of the part is from the mechanics. In mechanics we have discussed, or you can say we will discuss, one part is kinematics, one part is dynamics. That means first you should know what do you mean by the kinematics. Kinematics means study of motion without considering its cause. This is very important statement, because whenever you are going to study physics, you should be very familiar with this word kinematics. Kinematics means, basic meaning is motion. If someone asks you what is the meaning of kinematics, means motion. What is the meaning of dynamics? That is also motion. Only basic difference is that in kinematics we don't know basically what is the cause of the motion. What is the cause of the motion? Means to say if body is moving, that means it is moving, but we don't know which factors affecting to move that body. But when we discuss dynamics, let us assume when we will discuss rotational motion, that is called rotational dynamics. At that, we will be able to find that if body is rotating, that means there is a force which producing torque that is going to work behind that. That's why dynamics means in which we know the cause of the motion, and kinematics means in which we don't know the cause of the motion. This is important statement, you should remember for basic information. See, now our today's class main discussion will be for motion and rest. What is the discussion? Motion and rest. That means now we are going to discuss when body is moving, then what happened with its distance, what's about its displacement. But before that, you should know whenever body in motion, the student should know where observer is. See, this is very important statement. Let us take one example so that you can understand it properly. Let us assume you and your friend traveling in two separate trains. You and your friend traveling in two separate trains. If separate train moving parallel with same speed in same direction, if two trains moving parallel with same speed in same directions, if you observe each other, what is going to happen? We think that both are at rest, not feel that these trains are moving. But if third of your friend who is standing on the ground, if he observes that, then he feels that both of you are moving. Are you getting my point? Means to say, if we define what is motion, students will say motion means change in position. Rest means no change in position. That is wrong statement. As per physics definition is concerned, first you have to define where is the observer? And in physics, where observer is there, that is called frame of reference. See, listen very carefully. Again, I repeat the statement. Observer means the person who is going to observe the motion. That is the observer. Yes or no? But the person who is going to observe the motion. Let us assume same example for that trains. If A observing B, A is the observer. C observing B, C is the observer. That means for one observer, one body may be at rest and that body may be in motion for the other observer. Then this is important that before defining the motion, very, very important, we defining the motion, we should define the frame of reference. Very important. Frame of reference means where observer is situated. Frame of reference means where observer is situated. So what do you mean by frame of reference? Motion of body can be observed only if it changes position with respect to some other body. It is the reference with respect to which position or motion of the particle is defined. If it not specified, we consider ground as the frame of reference. See, these statements may be boring for you guys, but these are very, very important for our physics is concerned. Reason is that because we are not reading the physics. Basically, we are feeling the physics. Physics is the subject which can be feel. That's why try to feel the subject. If you really want to feel the physics, then the student should know what is frame of reference. Again, I am giving you a very clear idea because, dear student, whenever we study relative velocity, we need frame of reference. Whenever we study rest and motion, frame of reference. So still, if you are having doubt about that, frame of reference means the frame where observer who is observing the motion is situated. If nothing is mentioned in the question about the frame of reference, then we will take ground as the frame of reference. Very important point. If this is clear, then yes, in comment box, some energy required. Yes, that is frame of reference. In later section, we will discuss there are the two types of the frame of reference. One is inertial frame of reference, one is non-inertial frame of reference. But right now, I think you should have basic idea. See, let us take this example here, student. You know, when you were very small kid, or you can say child, and whenever you used to traveling in car or trains, what we are asking to our parents, that these trees are moving. Basically, the trees were moving only. We can say that because our frame was moving at that time. Train is moving means our frame of reference is moving. That's why we feeling that the object on ground is moving. That means we can say trees are moving with respect to train. Or you can say train is moving with respect to trees. So these two statements are very important statements. If you are getting this language, that means frame of reference word is very clear to all of you. Okay, then let us describe for this one. Let us assume this car is moving. With respect to this car, this tree is in motion. With respect to this car, this bench is in motion. That means whenever you are defining motion or rest, we have to talk about frame of reference. And those quantity which depends on frame of reference are called relative term, relative quantity. That means rest and motion are relative term, not the absolute term. Let us assume I am saying that right now this is 6 p.m. So this is absolute term. No need to define the frame. It will be 6 p.m. whether I am in moving train. It will be 6 p.m. whether I am on ground. It will be 6 p.m. whether I am in aeroplane. That means this is 6 p.m. only. But if you are on the ground, or that means some person is at rest in front of you, that means he is at rest. But if one person is moving in car, he is moving. Yes or no? That means with respect to frame of reference, some quantities are changing. These are called relative term. So today we are going to discuss, dear student, what is that? First statement you should remember. Our topic is which one? Rest and motion. If someone asks you what do you mean by rest and motion, you should say rest and motion both are what? These are relative term. Very important. What do you mean by relative term, sir? Relative means these are depends on. Relative term means these are depends on frame of reference. In short, I will write frame of reference as FOR. Very important. Now you can say rest means no change in position with respect to frame of reference, and motion means change in position with respect to frame of reference. Now these statements are okay. Yes or no? So let us have a note on these both the terms, motion and rest. Position of particle changes with respect to time. That means we call this is motion. Write this fast. Position means what? That I will tell you. Don't be worried. Position is also important. See, I am going to teach you each and everything with very basic knowledge, very basics. That's why. Yes or no? That's so that you can get good feeling of the physics. Yes or no? That is the position of the particle changes with respect to time is called in motion. If position does not change, then it is called at rest, and these are very important. Do it star rating. Motion and rest are relative term. Motion and rest are relative terms, means depends on frame of reference. Very, very, very important. I think this is very clear to all of you. Okay, now let us move forward. Done. So these are important statements. See, now come to the next point. This is the basic idea about motion in our physics. Which motion we are going to discuss? See, first one, motion means body changes its position with respect to time. That means we will discuss motion, 1D motion. Our first topic today only. What's about 1D? 1D in the sense motion in straight line. After that we will discuss motion in plane. In motion in plane means that is 2D motion. As per our syllabus, 2D motion, one is projectile motion, one is circular motion in our syllabus. And 3D motion is not the part of our syllabus, but you should know what is 3D motion. Let us assume if someone asks you motion of aeroplane, motion of birds, that comes under the category of 3D motion. So this is the motion of the birds and motion of, you can say, aeroplane. This is 3D. Means to say, if someone asks you what do you mean by 1D motion, if body is moving in straight line, this is 1D motion. Yes or no? If it is moving in straight line and turning back, then also this is 1D motion. If body is moving under gravity upward and coming down, this is also 1D motion. But if body is moving in circular path, this is 2D motion. If body is moving like that, this is projectile motion. This is 2D motion. So that's why you should remember what is 1D and what is 2D motion. And today we are going to discuss about 1D motion, one-dimensional motion. One-dimensional motion means which one? Motion in straight line. So whenever body moving in straight line, we should have basic idea about what is the position of that body. Very important. Position vector. Position vector will define what is the displacement. That means our main topic is distance and displacement. So what is distance and what is displacement? I think you know that. Let's take one example so that you can get a clear idea. Let us assume, dear student, body is moving this direction. Let us assume this is 3 meter. Then after it's taken turn and move toward this one at 4 meter. Someone asks you what is the displacement. Then definition of displacement itself is which one? The shortest distance, or you can say final position minus initial position. So where body started, this is the starting point, this is the final point. That means this one is called its displacement. What is that? This is called displacement, x. And what is distance? Distance is total Length of the path. Remember two statements. Total path length is called distance. Two terms are required. Now you tell me what is the distance. Distance means total path length. This is total path length. What is the total path length in this case? Sir, first body covered 3 meter, then 4 meter. This total is going to be 7 meter. And what is the displacement? What is the displacement, dear students? Displacement is going to be the shortest distance. This is the shortest distance. So you can say base perpendicular, that means hypotenuse is going to be under root 3 square plus 4 square, and that is going to be 5 meter. This is the displacement. Yes or no? Okay, I think this is very clear to all of you. What is distance and what is the displacement? Done? Okay, if you done this, then come to the what is the basic difference between distance and displacement. Very important. Take a pen, paper, and this is the very important distance. Directly questions can be asked from these statements. What is the first one? What is distance? Distance is actual path length, or you can say total path length. Distance is actual path length and total path length. What is the displacement? Very important. Vector form, you can say initial to final position, or you can say shortest path length. This is the more important. What is the distance? Distance is total path length. What is the displacement? Shortest path length, but in particular direction. That means in displacement we need direction. So that's why this is a vector quantity. In distance, direction not required. That's why this is a scalar quantity. Very important. Distance is scalar quantity and displacement is vector quantity. Third point, very, very important. If a body is moving, its distance never decreases. Write down this statement. Directly exam statement is this one. Distance never decreases. If body is moving, distance always going to be increases. Yes or no? But displacement may increase, may decrease, may become zero. Very important. Distance never decreases, but displacement can increase and decrease. Next point, distance never going to be negative. Distance never be negative. It is never negative. Very important statement. But displacement can be positive, negative, or zero. Distance traveled is zero. If distance is zero, what is the meaning? Means body is at rest, not moving at all. But if displacement is zero, it doesn't means that body is not moving, my dear student. This is very important statement. Make a note. This is VS note. What is that note? Distance traveled is zero means body must be at rest. But if it is displacement is zero, then body either or rest or maybe passing through initial position. Are you getting this point? This point is like that, dear student. This is the initial point and this is very important. Try to understand it properly. This is initial point. Body is moving like that. Let us say moving 3 meter. After that, it's take turn back like that and again come at the initial position. This is the position. It's going like that and moving like that only. What is going to happen? Sir, it's again come at the initial position. That means displacement is going to zero. But distance is 3 and 3, 6 meter is there. But still if his body is moving in this direction, at this point displacement is zero, but body is moving. Yes or no? But if distance is zero, that means body is not moving at all. Very important. So this is very important statement to understand. And next point also very important. There are infinite value of distance between two fixed points. Obviously infinite points will be there. Reason is that distance don't have specific direction. That's why you can't take any path. Number of path can be there. Yes or no? But displacement always having a single value, shortest distance. That's why there only one unique value of the displacement between two fixed points. but there are infinite value of the distance between the fixed point. I think if these points are clear to all of you, let us take some questions on this part so that you can get better idea on this topic. Yes or no? Are you ready? Done. Again, comment box is so silent. Not be so silent. Okay, let us take some questions so that you can get better idea. Let us take one first question. You tell me, student, which of following curve is possible? Possible, you have to tell. Which of following curve is possible? Because you got the idea, whatever I taught you, that means you can give answer to this question. Tell me first one, what is the problem with the first graph? Let us take one by one. In first graph, sir, what is the problem? You know this is the negative, means distance is negative and distance never be negative. What is the problem? Distance is negative, that never be negative means this option is wrong. This graph never is going to be possible. Come to second point. In this one, what is the problem, dear student? Distance decreases and distance never decreases. This is decreases, never decreases. That's why this is again wrong. This one, I think everything is okay. That means body is distance increasing. We will talk about this one. Now come to this one. What is problem with this one? Again distance negative. So this is again wrong. That means which graph is right? Graph C. C can be possible only. Other graphs are impossible graph. I think you are getting the idea of this question. Okay. So this types of the question you need to solve. Let us take another example. Are you ready? Okay. Yeah, this is question for your basic knowledge. Do it fast. If particle start from point 1, 1, 1 and reaches at point 4, 5 and 13. What is given? Initial position is given as 1, 1, 1 and it is moving from 1, 1, 1 to 4, 5 and 13. These are the point. Very important, dear student. First question he is asking, what is initial position vector? Initially, what was the position of the object? This one is the, and how to write 1, 1, 1. See, now you should know the language of vectors. So this is I cap plus j cap plus k cap. This is the initial position. Now tell me, students, what is the final position of the particle? Final position, this is the final position, that is 4i cap plus 5j cap plus 13k cap. This is the final position. Now find the displacement vector. Displacement vector what? This is sometimes may be confused. Whenever this type of the vector form is given, initial and final position vector are given, and you have to find out displacement means you have to take change in position. What is change in position? R final minus R initial is the change in position. This is the displacement. What is R final, dear student? This is the final position, this is initial. That means 4i cap plus 5j cap plus 13k cap. This is final position vector. What is initial position vector? I cap plus j cap plus k cap. When solving this, you will get displacement vector. So this is 3i cap plus this is 4j cap. Yes or no? And plus 12k cap. This is the right answer. And final, what he is asking, last one part. Last one, he is asking length of shortest path. Means now he is demanding magnitude of the displacement. How to calculate the magnitude? Magnitude of displacement is this one. Under root 3 square plus 4 square plus 12 square. 3 square plus 4 square plus 12 square. What is the answer? This is 9 plus 16 plus 144. What it is? I think under root 169 or root 169 is going to be 13. So 13 meter is going to be the answer. See, this is very good question. Very good question. Okay, I think everything is clear. Yes, clear. Then comment box. Yes, yes, sir. Done. Okay, let us move to the one or two questions regarding distance and displacement. Now tell me, students, if questions is given like that, if particle started from this position, this is the position, initial position, and it's completed one circular path. It completed one circular path. Then tell me, if circular path is completed, then in this case, what is the displacement? Are you getting the point? What he is asking? If he is asking in a complete circular path, what is the displacement? See, let us assume one circular path is given and its radius is r. Tell me what is the displacement. First he is asking about magnitude of displacement, delta x, or you can say r means displacement. Very good, 0. Circle means initial position is equal to final position. And what is the distance? In this case, distance in one circle, distance is going to be this path length, and path length of one circle is going to be 2 pi r. Getting it or not? If you are getting idea about the distance and displacement, that means we can solve the questions. Let us take one more question. I am giving you one question. Let us assume a monkey moving towards. I am giving you question like that. What is given? This is a monkey. Yes or no? Take it. Yes. Monkey is moving towards this direction. This is 3 meter distance. After that, it taken turn in this direction, that is 4 meter, and after that at this point it climbs a pole, climbs on pole of length, height 12 meter. I think you are getting the question. If monkey start from one point, this is the starting point, moving 3 meter, then move 4 meter as shown in this diagram, and after that it climbs on a pole of length 12 meter. Then tell me what is the displacement. Tell me fast. What is the displacement? Yes, very good. How to calculate the displacement? Sir, same concept. This is 3. How to calculate? Whenever it follows. Okay, first find the distance. What is the distance? I think distance is the most easiest part. First it moved 3, then 4, then 12. So this is the distance. This is 7 plus 12. You can say 19 meter. Now let us assume what is the displacement. To calculate displacement, see, this is 3, this is 4. One displacement is this one. For this condition, this displacement is 5 meter. That means this is gone. Now this is the initial point and final point is pole. Let us assume marker in my hand. It is like pole. This is the pole. Then what is the displacement? This is the pole, then displacement will be again hypotenuse. See, visualize it in 3D. This is the pole. That means now final displacement is going to be under root. What? This is 5 and this is perpendicular. You can say 5 square plus pole length is 12 square. Again this is going to be 13 meter. Are you getting it or not? Very good question. And whenever today you will solve the question on distance and displacement, in all of the coaching modules, or you can say NET, you will find one super question, drunkard problem. What he is given, one drunkard moving in such a way. Listen carefully, you will find that question. A drunkard moving in straight line such a way that it's taking 3 steps forward and then 2 steps backward. 1 step length is 1 meter and 1 step time is 1 second. If at the distance of 11 meter, 1 pit is there, after how much time it will fall in the pit? You tell me fast if you listen this question. What is the question? If drunkard moving in such a way that, okay, let us do it. You try to do it. I think the students who read this question, they know what is this question, and this is super question. Yes or no? But this is not relevant to our NEET is concerns. Why I am telling you? Because reason is that you are always showing your bravery. That's why. But this is good question also. What is the question? But basically reasoning question is this one, you can say. This is not physics question. What is the question? What they given? They given drunkard. Drunkard word will be there. It's moving like that. One step. I am giving you language in short form. One step length is 1 meter and one step time is 1 second. One step in 1 second. This is given. I think you are getting. What is the process? He is taking 3 step forward. 3 step forward. And then after how much step? And after that, after 2 step backward. After 2 steps backward. Then what is the question? Question is that let us assume this is the initial point of the drunkard. Here it is. And at the distance of 11 meter, there is a pit. Then after how much time from that starting point? This is time means t equal to 0 it started. And what is the distance? This given 11 meter. How much time after it will fall in that pit? This is something logical question. What logic in this question you tell me and try to solve it. See how to solve this question. You tell me, dear student, what is going to be 3 step forward, 2 step backward. What is the meaning of this one? If 1 step time is 1 second, that we say 5 seconds. What is the position of the drunkard? In 5 seconds, 3 seconds forward means 3 meter. Then 2 seconds backward means 2 meter. That means in 5 meter he is moving. Or you can say 5 seconds he is moving only 1 step forward, 1 meter. That is okay, sir. But take it like reasoning only. What is going to be in first 5 seconds? Okay, let us do that. First 5 seconds, 3 step forward. Then after 2 step backward. That means 1 meter in first 5 seconds. After that again how much? 3 step forward, 2 step backward. 10 seconds, how much? 2 meter, yes or no? In same way, sometime what student will do? They will count it up to the 10. Means to say, in first 5 seconds, it is 1 meter. That means, in first 5 seconds, if it is 1 meter, then in 50 seconds, it is 5 meter like that. That is wrong. You can say in 50 seconds, it is going to be 10 meter. This is wrong. How to do? You have to perform it up to first. Let us assume I am taking it up to 8 meter. How much? 8 meter. What is the process for 8 meter? 8 meter in the sense 8 into 5 means in 40 seconds. I think you are getting this. 8 into 5. In 5 seconds, 1 meter. Yes or no? That means 8 meter will be moved in 40 seconds. That means 8 meter will move in 40 seconds. After that, what is the step? It will move. After 8 meter, move 3 steps forward. And at 8 plus 3, there is a pit. That means plus 3 seconds will be there. That means 40 plus 3. Are you getting it or not? Up to here, let us assume this is 8 meter. In 8 meter, how much time it will take? 40 seconds. Because 1 meter, it is moving in 5 seconds. That's why. After that, if 3 meter, move in 3 seconds and go inside there. Because drunkard, it is moving. Yes or no? That's why fall in the pit. So total time is going to be 43 seconds. I think now you are getting this drunkard problem. So whenever performing this types of the problem, yes, be not 55 seconds. Nice status, wrong. 43 seconds is the right answer. Yes or no? Okay. Okay, now move forward. So this is all about distance and displacement. Let us take 1 or 2 questions on distance and displacement. After that, we will move forward. Are you ready? Let us assume this question is there. Sometimes this question can be asked. This is initial position, this is final position, and they are given that R is the condition. Can you tell me what is the distance in this case and what is the displacement? Yes, tell me fast. If angle is theta, that means if it is moving 360 degree angle, 360 degree means in physics we are calling it 2 pi radian. 2 pi radian, you can say 360 degree covering distance is 2 pi r. Yes or no? And if we are asking about 1 degree angle, that means this is going to be 2 pi r divided by 360. Yes or no? If someone asks about theta angle, multiply by theta. That means distance will be 2 pi r into 3 divided by 360 into theta. This is the distance. And what is the displacement? Yesterday only I told you. Displacement means final position minus initial position. What is the final position? Final position minus initial position is C. R are the final and initial position. And yesterday what I told you, two vectors, R final minus R initial, magnitude, same magnitude, then this is going to be 2R sin theta by 2. Are you remember or forget this? So this is the displacement. Directly it can be asked. So that's why vector is also very necessary. Okay, dear student, let us move forward. I think up to here everything is clear. Now you tell me, this question, one super question. You tell me fast this question. Wheel of radius r is placed on horizontal surface and its contact point on ground is P, like that. See, this is super question, gold medal question for you. Try to do it. This is the P point. Wheel of radius r is placed on horizontal surface and its contact point on ground is P. If wheel start pure rolling, don't be very pure rolling means it's going to move and moving forward like cycle is moving, or you can say car is moving. Pure rolling and completes half revolution, then find out magnitude of displacement of point P. Are you getting this point? Very, very important. That means this wheel is moving like that. When it complete one revolution, wheel is going to, let us assume this is reach at this point, same wheel reaching at this point. Then you tell me in half revolution where will be the particle P will be? Particle P will be at this topmost point. Are you getting this? That means half revolution. Initially it was here. Now this is the only step. Now you tell me what is the displacement? Displacement means this is the shortest distance we need. This we need. How to calculate? What is this one, dear student? This is 2r because radius means it is going to be diameter. And what is this? If one particle moving half the cycle, in this one distance covered is pi r. You know that half circle. This is basically length of half circle. When you do this, this is perpendicular, this is base. What is hypotenuse is going to be under root 2r whole square plus pi r whole square. Yes or no? So this is the displacement, R for displacement in this case. Very important. In this types of the question, R for your visualization. Yes or no? Don't take tensions from these questions, but sometimes these questions are required to form your basics, or you can say for logical part of your brain. So that's why I try to do so that you can differentiate what is the difference between displacement and distance. So I think now everything is clear. Distance means scalar quantity, displacement means vector quantity. Second point, displacement is shortest path length in particular direction. Distance means total path length. Distance never decreases, never be negative. Displacement may decrease, may be negative. So these are the things you require to find displacement. So today you will perform displacement and distance at least 5 questions, because this is very important. Okay, now student, let us move forward. Done. Now we are going on same part. What we have discussed, one is distance, and from your basic knowledge you know that from distance we are going to study a quantity that is called speed. Speed is basic definition of speed is distance upon time. Very, very important. In same way, second quantity we have discussed displacement. From displacement we are going to define one vector quantity of speed, that is called velocity. In general way, you can say velocity is displacement over time. That means difference you can remember, because displacement is vector quantity, that's why velocity is vector quantity. This is vector. Speed is scalar quantity. Yes or no? That means now we can define distance upon time. What is called? This is called speed. Displacement upon time called velocity. Both are very important. Directly question will be asked from these topics. Now question is that how to calculate distance, how to calculate speed and how to calculate the velocity. In velocity you can write this formula in small way. Velocity equal to delta x divided by delta t. Delta x means not displacement, this is change in position. And for speed is concerned, you can write speed equal to, in general you can say distance upon time. Okay, let us make some difference in this one. Distance never decreases, but speed can decreases obviously. Why? Because in speed time is also a factor. Second one, speed never be negative, but velocity may be negative, positive and zero everything. Yes or no? These are the basic difference. And one more important point, unit of speed is meter per second. What is the unit? Meter per second. But most of the time we use its unit, some larger unit, that is kilometer per hour, kph, kilometer per hour. And what is the relation between meter per second and kilometer per hour? Tell me fast. Yes, 1 kilometer per hour is going to be, kilometer means 1000 meter, this is 5 by 18 meter per second. 5 by 18 meter per second. You remember this relation also. I think up to here everything is clear. Now dear student, now one thing that they are going to ask in exam, in NEET also they have been asked question on this topic. What is that? Average speed. Very important. What is that? Average speed. So let us discuss average speed. Average speed means total distance upon total time. What is the average speed? Total distance upon total time. Let us calculate the average speed. Very important. That need to learn. Very important. If someone asks you how to calculate, and 2 and 3, these points also you should know. If someone asks you what do you mean by uniform speed, can you tell me? These types of the words will be found when you are solving the questions. Uniform means, dear student, uniform means constant. Means if equal distance covered in equal time interval, this is called uniform speed. Very important. Uniform word means constant. Remember this. Sometimes you may get confusion in this word. Non-uniform means variable. So how to define? Uniform means equal distance covered in equal interval of time. What is the non-uniform speed? Unequal distance covered in equal interval of time. That means this you can say variable. Yes or no? And third one, this is the important. What is the average speed? Average speed you should remember like that. Average speed is total distance. Very important. Total distance divided by total time. Total distance divided by total time. This is the average speed. Very important. Average speed is total distance upon total time. And next one, instantaneous speed. That is also very important. What do you mean by instantaneous speed? Instantaneous, you tell me. Instantaneous. See, instantaneous means, I already told you, instantaneous means at that instant. In physics, that instant is called like that, limit delta t tends to 0. See, whenever we are traveling in a car, or you can say in a bus, at that moment, what is the speed of that bus or car? That is called instantaneous. Or you can say the speedometer of that car and bus, whatever speed it's showing, that is the instantaneous. Instantaneous means at that instant. So that's why its word itself is instantaneous, and it is denoted by S equal to, you can say dx by dt. See, in instantaneous you can use displacement in place of distance. Sir, why we can use? Because this is a scalar quantity. Speed is scalar quantity. Why we can use displacement? Reason is that, students, for small time interval delta t tends to 0, there is no change in distance and displacement as per magnitude is concerned. Means to say, obviously, because time is very less, that means you can say this is the distance, this is the displacement. What is the difference? No difference is there. That's why we can call distance and displacement equal for this limited time version. So remember this. Okay, what is this? First, our main topic is average speed. After that, we will discuss instantaneous speed. But instantaneous speed question we will cover with instantaneous velocity. So remember that. Okay, now let us take one last example for average speed. Which types of the question is being asked? Let us assume one question we are taking. Distance d1 is covered with speed s1. This is distance. d1 is covered with speed s1. Distance d2 is covered with speed s2. Then find average speed. What you have to find out the average speed, dear students. What is the average speed? Do it fast. In this part, always remember, sir, what we have to calculate? Average speed. Average speed formula is total distance, let us assume two distance d1 and d2 upon total time t1 and t2. But in this question time is not given. Can we calculate time from these data? t1 equal to speed equal to distance upon time. That's why time equal to distance upon speed d1 by s1. Can we calculate time t2 from these? That is equal to d2 divided by s2. I think you are getting this point. Now put these values. This is d1 plus d2. This is equal to d1 by s1 plus d2 by s2. Very important. Directly remember. But in this one special case, that is always they are going to ask in exam. What is that special case? When these distance is equal. When this d1 equal to d2, if, very important case, d1 equal to d2, then what is the average speed? This is directly NEET question, 2 times. What is that? So d equal means d plus d, and this is d by s1 plus d by s2. D plus d is 2 divided by 1 by s1 plus 1 by s2. Take the LCM S1 S2. S1 S2 LCM, this is going to upward side. 2 S1 S2 divided by S1 plus S2. This is very important formula. Do it 5-star rating. Do it VS star rating. Very, very important. That means how to remember, sir, this formula. Whenever it is given that 2 equal distance, yeah, listen very carefully. Whenever 2 equal distance covered with 2 different speed, equal distance covered with 2 different speed, then their average speed is going to be 2 S1 S2 divided by S1 plus S2. You know, in one of the NEET exam, how this question is being asked. Let us assume someone is going from his home to school. Or you can say college, not school. You are college boys, yes or no? This college with going with speed v1 and coming back with speed v2. What is the average speed? Not average velocity, he is asking average speed. So you say, sir, both the distance is equal. Which case he is asking? 2v1 v2 divided by v1 plus v2. This is directly asking your exam. Okay, up to here I think everything is clear. So do that one. In next class, we will discuss about instantaneous part of the speed as well as velocity and acceleration. So be consistent and always try to solve at least 5 to 10 question whatever part we are studying. Yes or no? Okay, dear student, thank you very much.